The year in business will likely go down, remembered mostly for how it's ending, with head-spinning moves in the stock market and uncertainty gripping the globe. The stock market rocked with wild moves up and down. But sadly for investors, it's been more down than up. In Europe, Brexit on the brink.
I continue to believe that we can leave with a good deal and that this is it.
Paris in pieces. Citizens rioting over a new gas tax designed to curb carbon emissions. All this as America's economy is humming in ways not seen in years. The president's tax plan kicking in January 1st, helping to send second quarter GDP north of 4%, and the unemployment rate all the way down to 3.7%.
The fact that a business can write off 100% of an investment is an enormous incentive to get people to make capital investment, and that capital investment creates more jobs.
Blue-collar workers having their best increase in many, many years. The American economy is crushing it.
But the euphoria faded by mid-year as the president's America First policy meant renegotiating old trade deals. President Trump telling me in April that the United States will not back down until it has better terms with the rest of the world, notably China.
Are you going to back down on the tariffs against China?
No. China wants to make a deal. And so do I, but it's got to be a fair deal for this country.
The administration calling out China over IP theft, the forced transfer of technology, spying on Americans, and lopsided protectionist tariffs. But while doing so, global growth worries persisted. President Trump also calling out his own Federal Reserve chairman for raising interest rates.
I think the Fed is making a mistake. They're so tight. I think the Fed has gone crazy.
Higher rates and the China tensions roiling the equity markets by year's end, with a big hit in the fourth quarter. The business world also still roiled by the Me Too movement, including media mogul Les Moonves of CBS, fired and deprived of a massive severance package after an investigation uncovered years of alleged sexual harassment. It was also a year of big challenges for big tech.
We didn't take a broad enough view of our responsibility. It was my mistake, and I'm sorry.
The Facebook Cambridge Analytica data scandal revealed that Cambridge Analytica took the personal data of millions of people's Facebook profiles without their consent, and it was used for political purposes. Facebook stock taking a beating, and others, such as Google, under the microscope for privacy issues, leading to calls for tighter regulations. 2018 saw a big change for the internet that few noticed. Net neutrality was repealed by the Trump administration. Despite promises of doom, the internet seems to work the same as before. But it is not the same as before for believers of Bitcoin. A year ago, the cryptocurrency riding high near $20,000, but by year-end crashing below $5,000. The year-end midterm elections set the tone for the year ahead, with new uncertainty with the Democrats in the majority in the House, creating new questions over what can get done legislatively.
I am proud to shut down the government for border security.
2019 begins with a new Congress and a divided government. That traditionally has been good for business and the stock market. No wonder the list of IPOs ready to launch is growing. But the U.S. will need to ratify the new trade deal with Mexico and Canada, as well as finish its work with China, among other things. And in this era of a non-traditional president where business and politics overlap, you can be sure that more surprises are in store for the new year. Maria Bartiromo, Fox Business Network, New York.